Welcome back to Crossword. Today is Thursday, June 26th. The New York Times crossword. Still trying to get in the habit of saying that. You stink, boo. Hoppy Brew and IPA, I think, is hoppy. Maybe they want ale, I don't know. Bygone Jeans brand, whose name means happiness in Hebrew? Beats me. 757 or 767? Well, these are airplanes, but they're also area codes? Just showed up in a recent crossword, didn't it? Hooray. Could be Ra, could be Olay, maybe. First Holy Roman Emperor to be called the Great. I don't know. Original name for bingo, after the bits used to cover the playing cards. If I had to guess, the B is more likely to be right just because it's closer to bingo. So maybe area code is wrong. Could just be airplane, I suppose. Loving. I don't know. Part of a jury pool, a peer. You're tried by a jury of your peers. Boxing site. An arena, I guess. Airliner. Oops. Recess or recess. This looks like Olay now, I guess. Bell for the telephone, for one. Well, he invented the telephone, right? I don't know what word you could use here to mean that, though. Loving. Still don't know. Music export from Tokyo informally? Is this... Do you want J-pop? Secured by a slip. Slip as in like an undergarment, or secured by a slip, like a claim ticket slip is kind of securing your luggage or something. Potato in Indian cuisine. That's roti, isn't it? Boat with broad square ends. I don't know. Seas/aspies, and this is somehow part of the theme. Takes a roll too far. Over commits, overdoes it. Governor Lamont of Connecticut, I have no idea. John Lennon's middle name after 1969. Did he call himself Ono? Dude loved Yoko Ono. I could believe it. If his middle name changed at some point, that would be one possible thing that could happen. Hurricane/nor'easter. Well, I mean, nor'easter refers to wind from the northeast, right? Like looks from mom and dad say they are inherited. Your looks are inherited from mom and dad. The ability to be ill at ease inconspicuously, per Earl Wilson. I don't know. You down something if you ate it? Eponymous Belgian town. Spa is named after a town in Belgium. Tray chic. Bell location. There's bells everywhere, huh? I don't know. Music export from Seoul. Okay, well, this will be BTS. So maybe this is not a genre, but... Oh, you know what? These are jetliners as well as airliners. So J-pop. Okay. Something Tay, maybe? Like a T? Patentee? You're loving something if you're into it. Beano? That sounds like it could have turned into bingo, sure. I still don't know this guy. Makes me think of the Ottoman Empire, though. Poise? Otto the First, I see. Must give. Something that must give, you owe to it. I don't know. Info found appropriately in Ticket Agent. The ETA is found in that phrase. Apt nickname for a gumbo chef. Stew? Kind of average. Geometric? Harmonic average exists as well, I think. But that doesn't fit in this space. Arithmetic, does that fit? I don't think so. City up the coast from Cleveland, Ohio, beats me. Bell location. You must give something if you owe it to that person? Like, I have to give... Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Breast, plates, sterna, plural of sternum. Atmospheric prefix? I don't know. Erupting with noise. Beats me. Pundit Tsar? Yeah, I still don't know what's going on with the theme yet. This looks like it's... No, not... The U and A are... I was thinking mortuary, but the U and A are in the wrong order. Author who predicted electric submarines 15 years before they were invented. Jules Verne. Downstate. A sad mood, maybe? A bad mood? Certain rehab docs? I don't actually know. Experienced had, maybe, if we thought this were sad mood? Love lines is I do. Yeah, it looks like this is sad mood. Dutch cousin of Mac or Ben? Is this a name? I guess? Huh. Forces offshore. Forces offshore are like tides? Word with 6 or C? Well, this is obviously wrong. But I don't know what's right. I mean, geometric could be wrong. That's fine. But I still don't know what the answer would be. I just know the OE is crazy. Casual refusal. Nah. Van or Vin, maybe? Van? Van? Like Van Gogh? Accessory for Broadway's Phantom. Opera cape? So like a port, maybe? Like Port-au-Prince, kind of? But it's not quite that. Wells / mouths. Yeah, I still don't know the theme. I could go look at the revealer, but I won't. Until I get there. Forces offshore. Don't know. Some roadside accommodations in brief. Rest areas, but you don't like call those RAs or something. Like a Motel 6. A B&B? But it's plural. It should be B&Bs, which doesn't fit. It's a fact. A tenet isn't really a fact. The truth is a fact? Cleaver, dagger? I don't know. One time, Japanese PM Shinzo Abe. Cocktail of tequila, lime juice, and grapefruit soda. I don't know much about cocktails. They try to admit the worst first informally. Like a triage nurse? I don't know. Got things going. Sparked. I don't know. Lead into cast. Don't know. Travelers in covered wagons. What do you call those people? I don't know. Let's look at some downs. Police weapon. Well, UA doesn't seem great. Truth could be wrong. Then I would have baton. After and rides are Ubers. Still don't know what's going on here. To interfere with is to mess with. Okay, so geometric is finally wrong, and we can put in, well, I want datum here as a fact. Police weapon then would be a taser. ER nurses. Okay, I was thinking triage nurses, but sure, those work at the ER sometimes. Often, in fact. Got things going. I don't know. Marquee name? I don't know what you want from me there. Brillo competitor. Couldn't tell you. Choice words which are necessary to interpret these. Okay, so ors, right? An or is a word of choice. Plural would be words of choice. Car that went defunct in 36. RKO, I suppose. Or REO? Oh, no, I can't remember. Maybe these people were trekkers? Puts one's foot down. Steps. COVID-19, colloquially Rona. I mean, nobody really has said that in 20 years, but use social media for private notes informally. DM'd, I guess. You send a private note, not to yourself, but to someone else privately. The amigos of film are a trio. Grandson of Adam and Eve. Enos or something? Isn't it? Wow, this looks horrible. SOS feels like it should exist, but I don't know for sure. Kind of average. Oh, they might not be asking for a kind of average, but something that's kind of average is humdrum, right? That doesn't quite fit, but it almost does. That kind of thing, maybe. Certain rehab docs. I still think this looks like Port-au-Prince. Baby fish with pink, coho, and sockeye varieties. Sockeye is the only one of these that sounds at all familiar. As like, yeah, that's some kind of fish. But I don't know. Boat with broad square ends. Yeah, beats me. Takes a roll too far. Acts proud. City Tacoma is not in Ohio, right? That's the one in Washington. Maybe there's another in Ohio? Wells or mouths, I assume. I'd love to have one of the theme answers filled in so I could try to make sense of it. Experienced. I still think this looks kind of like had. Right? Like you experienced a vacation if you had a vacation, right? Kind of. Centipede setting, an arcade? That was an arcade game, maybe. Oh, this looks like cord cutter. Yeah, so these are C or D cutters. They're both cutters, and they start with C or with D. So now these are P or T. Authority? Ah, love lines are not I do, but an ode. I see. OTs? I don't know what that is. Now these are H or N. Weather phenomena? I don't know. I still don't know this cocktail. You got things going if you opened. Really? I mean, Marquis makes me think of Marquis de Sade, and that fits here, but I don't know why that would be Marquis name. It is the name of a Marquis, I guess, but I would feel like that doesn't need a question mark? These are W or M holes, and the S fits. Paloma, is that a thing? Podcast, yeah, okay, that's a phrase for sure, even a word. These are armadas, maybe? Forces are armadas, yeah. Long-running police procedural filmed in NYC. SVU? RVs are roadside accommodations, sure. Oh, yeah, REO, right. These are pioneers. And then we get Enos and SOS. Something run? Don't know. What is this? Amioda. C's/Aspies. Well, this is C, S or E. Spots. Okay, so sad mood just happened to have a couple letters right. The D and Ode. Takes a roll too far. Overplays, maybe? It looks like it ends with plays, right? Downstate is sadness. Looks like had. 6 dead. 6 deep. Sea deep. Deep sea, deep 6. Okay, I had them in the wrong order mentally. What the hell is this place? You can't live in a place named Chiepa? Okay, so something run. Kind of average. Corned run. Horned run. A crowd is erupting with noise if they are a roar. Atmospheric prefix, just A-E-R maybe? As in like aero break. Usually it would be A-E-R-O though, so this is a little bit weird. A steeple might house a bell. Earned run? Ugh. Okay, yes, so a baseball stat is ERA, earned runs. But it's earned runs against, right? So average earned runs. Okay, I don't quite. Arepa is a place, apparently. H or N. Maybe this isn't roti. Maybe it's like. Okay, so all of these are like well-known normal phrases, right? Horn blower. There we go. Baby fish. I don't know this still. Potato. I don't know. Roti is like the crumbly bread, right? Not the potato. Boat with broad square ends. Maybe that's what a scow is. That's certainly a kind of boat. And this looks like it could be overplays. Recess is an alcove. A loo. That's an Indian food thing. Bygone jeans mean happiness. I still don't know. Secured by a slip, moored, like at an anchorage. They have is Hamlet a fish? Yamlet? Well, I mean, this looks like Ned or Ted, doesn't it? Maybe it's Ted. But, I mean, I don't know what would go here. I'll just fill in all the letters, and if this isn't right, I'll give up on getting my completion without help, which isn't even really honest, right? Because I'm getting help by just guessing and waiting it for tell me if I'm right. Okay, I'll do one more round of guessing everything. Sasson and Samlet? I don't know. I mean, I said that like it was French, but it's Hebrew, so it probably doesn't sound like that. All right, that's that. I did not get this one, honestly. In a competition, I would be losing a couple letters. Fictional maker of the Little Giant Do-It-Yourself Rocket Sled Kit? Acme, I assume. Sound made while revving an imaginary motorcycle. Vroom vroom? Plant from which mezcal is distilled? Like a cactus, right? Agave. Not a cactus. Wannabe or tryhard? Lamer? I don't know. What a ticket entitles you to. Entry? Argon's a gas. Coast. Mover. Emery. A poser. And to hit a pen is to vape. Let's start the Wordle with Argon, I suppose. Roust? How about rouse? It's not owner. Because the N not being there. older? That's possible, yeah. Offer could be. I don't want to do that yet. Oh gosh, it could be like otter. And both of those take up a full guess. I can't really... Well, yeah. Other? That's... Okay, that's a good way to... I'll find out if it's otter or if it's other this way. Okay, now it looks like offer. Is there anything else it could be? I don't think so. Cool, cool, cool. And lastly, the connections. Lovelace. A famous name from the history of computing. Enigma also, right? The Enigma machine. Like, Enigma was kind of one of the first computers. And Lovelace was one of the first computer programmers? Not the first, but one of them. Matlock and Damage, like, I don't know, Damages sounds like a TV show that's about investigating somehow. Like, I don't know. We go together with Matlock. Suits, yeah, so this is another TV show. Vending machine, sewing machine, maybe Enigma machine. Pinball machine. Yeah, these are famous machines. BoJack, like, obviously could only refer to BoJack Horseman unless you're breaking apart the word, in which case it can really only be Jack. And I see we have king and ace here as well, and queen. Yeah, these are playing cards. Things in a salad? Yes, I would have said, I was thinking as I entered it, salad components, but I'd already started things in a salad. So these are TV shows about detectives? Legal dramas. Okay. Yeah, I guess Suits, I watched season 1 not too long ago. I don't remember if I finished season 1. Maybe I didn't. I watched a decent chunk of it anyway. Yeah, and it's not a detective so much as, yeah, sure, it's a legal drama. Okay. Well, that one wasn't too tough. What do you think, WordleBot or ConnectionsBot? WordleBot just rolls off the tongue more easily, you know, than ConnectionsBot. Trickier than usual. I had an easier time than usual. Anyway, that's today's puzzles. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.